Hey guys, here we are, Fort Carolyn National Monument, and I apologize I didn't bring my stick for my phone, so I'm just holding it. I've been here before, did a video of this place once along with a video about Fort Clinch, the two star forts in the Jacksonville area, what's left of this star fort. Oh, I hear people up ahead. This is a state park. Fort Clinch is a national park. And as you will see, a lot of, actually 2/3 of Fort Caroline has been returned to the St. Johns River, which is what happens to a lot of stuff in Florida. It gets returned to the water. Now we're passing an example of what I find absolutely disgusting, which is the appropriation of the indigenous people that lived here, the people that helped the French when they came here and colonized. They were giants. They were 6 or 7 feet tall. But we're supposed to believe that they just lived in huts and savages. I wonder who built the star fort. I think the French built the star fort? The French who had just arrived, having their lives almost completely destroyed back in Catholic-ruled France. You think they came here and had the resources to build a star fort? They with Jean Rebel. There's a big expanse of land here. It's state park. It's all protected and called the Teddy Roosevelt Timucuan National Preserve. Of course, the Spanish completely destroyed the Timucuan, completely wiped them out in under 200 years. We have all this land that is preserved in their name. Isn't that nice? That's the St. Johns River. It's a very dredged river. And there's the port. There's the main port. You see there's a big ship there. And what is right there is what is left of Fort Caroline. 2/3 of it easily have been completely reclaimed by the water. But anyway, let's keep walking. Yeah, back to appropriation and claiming all this land and naming it after the indigenous people that were completely genocided. Kind of like how there are places in the Grand Canyon you can't go to. I wonder why that is. You think maybe there's truth in the land they don't want you to know? That's what I think. Now, Fort Caroline was moated, and if you walk back into here, which I'm going to do afterwards, you'll find the artesianal spring that helped feed the moat. It's been completely rebuilt. I believe, well, the earthwork is original. Obviously, the timber that is shoring it up has been redone. But, yeah, there's a really horrible story attached to this place, and this is one of the places where I absolutely can hear the screaming, as many of the places in St. Augustine. So the French Protestants left under the leadership of Captain Jean Rebel, came here just looking for freedom to live as they wished without persecution from the Catholic Church in Catholic France. Came here, built a settlement with the help of the Timucuan, didn't try to convert the Timucuan, didn't try to murder off the Timucuan, so we are told. And living peacefully here for some time, such that other French Protestants came, or as we call them, Huguenots, and started moving up the coast. Well, they moved up and down the coast, actually. There were French Huguenots all the way up into what is now Paris Island. So King Philip sent Menendez de Avila with 5 boats, we are told, to nip this all in the bud. Convert or slaughter the heathen French who dared not to be Catholic. Hoist the flag for Spain on the land, and do the same with the dirty Indians. So here you can see what's left of the moat. Again, this is 2/3 of this fort have been swallowed up by the water. Every reason to believe that earthwork is authentic, however. This fort kind of used to be in the shape of an arrow. It was a town. Of course, French didn't have cannons. The big Spanish brought those in. And of course, all that reinforcement is after the fact. 2/3 more went out to the water, shaped sort of like an arrow out there. The Spanish came in a surprise attack, and there were about 200 people here, including women and children, who were just betrayed because they dared not be Catholic. There were some who managed to escape. They got on ships and went down when they got to Fort Matanzas, which is in St. Augustine, the rest of them were ambushed. And that is why Fort Matanzas has that name. It means slaughter, because they were slaughtered. And if you go to Fort Matanzas National Monument in St. Augustine, there's a little tiny stone, like headstone sized marking of that. So of course, this is all new. If you can imagine, this was the back of the arrow, and the arrow went out, and the point was out there. Out there. At the bottom of the St. Johns River, which has been very heavily dredged, is the remains of the rest of the fort. And I've looked on Google Earth and can't find it. All I find is right out from here is another wall that looks like it was at some point a kind of reinforcement to keep the river from washing any more away. So this is a very sad, sad place. And of course, the people that really helped the French survive, and initially the Spanish too, the Timucuan, whose land this was, have been completely barbarized. They just lived in huts. Anyway. There you can see what she used to look like. Anyway, I'm here today, not for this place so much. I just find this place very sad and kind of almost Disney-fied. But in the woods back here, in the Timucuan Reserve, is the artesianal spring, which is beautifully clear, full of fish, that would have helped feed the moat and been a source of drinking water for the colonists. But there are Sasquatch back there. At least they present themselves to me. There are Sasquatch everywhere, anytime. And you see them only because your vibration is high enough to see them. Not because you're special and happen to get a look at them, but because they have made themselves visible to you. Anyway, there's different kinds of Sasquatch. The ones that I see don't exist in a form like this. But they're there. And they definitely give me information and give me codes and leave me sigils. And a lot of the work that I do in places like this on the water and in terms of helping release spirits that might be trapped in the land is based on the information they give me, instructions they give me. So I'm going to end this one right here. I was hoping you'd see a barge go by, but not today. That's very lovely, those flowers. It's the pier where I was standing earlier. Okay, I might give you a little view inside the nature area, I don't know yet. But for now, this is Medusa Walkabout, signing out.